Hey y'all, what's going on? How y'all doing today? My name is Calvin, and I just want to do a little conversation with y'all and praise El Shaddai, who is my savior. And I want to speak about Micheal Jai White. I did a video. Of course, it got taken down, so I'm gonna put it back up. I'm gonna put that video back up about Barry Hankerson, and as you may know that the Robert Sylvester Kelly case is going on, the trial, and the defense is doing pretty good. Shout out to Nicole Becker and to his team. They're doing pretty good. The government case is falling apart. So to the people out there that's saying, we know the fix is in, that R. Kelly is gonna, he ain't gonna make it. Well, let me explain something to you. When El Shaddai is involved, when he's in control, hey, I'm not gonna sit up here and worry about anything. I'm not concerned. So I'm not gonna even speak on that person that said that. Now, Micheal Jai White, you know who he is. He started out, he was in Spawn. He was in the movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's the same guy that said I can beat Bruce Lee. I'm size matter, baby. Size matter. Say he could beat Bruce Lee because of his size. Bruce Lee was a 140. Bruce Lee was 5'7". I think Micheal Jai White was 5'9", 250, 60 pounds. Then he apologized. He came back out and double down on it again. So I don't know, man. But but he's speaking about pretty much saying in this interview with Vlad TV that he pretty much saying that Michael Jackson and Bill Cosby could have done it. Okay? So when I tell people about Michael Jackson, it doesn't matter about the FBI clearing him. Don't really matter. People still throw that out there. See, Micheal Jai White he gotta keep working. He gotta keep busy. He gotta keep getting paid. He don't talk about the other men that don't look like him that happen to be Caucasian men. Let him talk about those guys. Woody Allen's, the Bryan Singers, And we love to pound on each other. Love to talk about each other. We love to talk about black men. We love to talk about Africans. Man, we love to do that. See, and to Godfrey saying, why do black people talk about Micheal Jai White? Because he's a martial. Ain't nobody scared of Micheal Jai White, man. Because he's a martial artist. That martial art stuff ain't gonna work out there in that world, man. That ain't gonna work out there out there in that jungle. And I'm not here to sit there and promote violence. No, because I'm a person that's to give my life to God. I'm saying to you is we living in a crazy world now. Everybody ain't gonna fight a guy that practice martial art. People got weapons and guns. You got a gang of people out there. Everybody ain't gonna fight no Micheal Jai White. So I'm saying to Godfrey, the comedian, everybody's not afraid of Micheal Jai White because he know martial art. Because he had all these, he's a black belt in 7 different martial arts. Ain't nobody impressed with that, man. So I'm just letting him know that. Everybody's not afraid of Micheal Jai White. And it's nothing, I'm not saying this, I say this with love and respect for the brother. Because I love Micheal Jai White and I respect the brother. And I pray, I'm going to pray for him. I really am. And I want to just speak about this video. I'm going to read this copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allows is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, scholarship, and research. So he speaks about how he feels that Michael and Bill could have done it. Let's hear him.
So I'm just saying, you have a scammer mother who suddenly, sees her son as a way to get a big bag. I mean, Chris Tucker took the stand in that case and said, these people are full of shit. All the stuff they're accusing Michael of actually didn't even happen that way.
Right, because Chris Tucker is famous, right? And he couldn't be wrong.
You're famous too. Maybe C plus famous.
It's not that he couldn't be wrong.
No, he can't be because he's famous, man. Fame heals everything.
No. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying
why are
is,
you mentioning Chris Tucker? How many other people are you not mentioning? Just think about it. I'm just saying, give equal. Equal.
Well, one of the guy. Okay, let's put it like this. One of Michael Jackson.
I already agree with you.
Okay,
I already agree with you.
Right.
Like Bill Cosby couldn't have. There's 60 grown ass women that's just decided that we got to go after Bill Cosby. And Michael Jackson, he couldn't have done it because it's just because we happen to see him with nothing but kids, but like there's women that he's been dealing with all that stuff. So because those women, of course you see them in pictures all the time because he's so famous. You got to see all those pictures of the women that he's been with. So he couldn't have done that. There's no way because he's famous.
I'm not saying there's no way. I'm saying that it could have happened. What I'm saying is, like for example, one of the Michael Jackson's Leaving Neverland accusers took the stand for his trial, saying nothing happened. His own trial. So
there's always
and there's $100 million lawsuit to go along with them suddenly switching their story right before the statute of limitation ends.
So he couldn't have done it.
He could have done it, but
Nobody's saying that Micheal Jai White, that he couldn't have done it. I mean, you said hell, I mean, I could go outside. I mean, it's a lot of things we could have done. It's a lot of things that could have happened. You could be a jackass, right? Are you a jackass? People could say, a woman could say you raped her back in 2009. Could that be true? Are we supposed to believe that? Are you a jackass, Micheal Jai White? Oh, Lord, forgive me for saying that. But this guy here, man, I tell you.
That's all I'm saying.
The money aspect.
There's a money aspect.
There is a massive money grab. Listen, at the end of the day, I've had people sue me. I've had to settle with people. It was bullshit. It was all a fucking money grab. It's all a money grab at the end of the day. At the end of the day,
it couldn't possibly be.
Out of all the women that claimed that Cosby raped them or whatever, there was only one criminal case. And in fact, that criminal case...
What does that matter? Like, honestly...
What does that matter?
Yeah.
You're a serial rapist, but no one ever comes, no one files criminal charges against you? But you're this serial rapist.
You have to think... Okay.
You hear what he just said? What does that matter? Nobody filed a police report against Bill Cosby. But he said that doesn't matter. All these women, it happen to be Caucasian, most of them, that doesn't matter. This is a man who happens to be black saying this. What is wrong with Micheal Jai White, man?
And when you start thinking about just even in rape, how many times, you know how hard that is to prove? It's a very hard thing to prove.
I mean, so Mike Tyson went to prison for it.
It's a very hard thing
exactly.
to prove.
Tupac went to prison for it.
Exactly.
It's a very hard thing to prove. There's far.
Not only that Mike Tyson went to prison for it, and the women that accused him were black women. And the Mike Tyson, you look at that case, that case also was some BS. And the Tupac case, if you do your investigation on that case, it was BS. So
more people who can never, especially when it's a very famous person. Let's not forget that it's very difficult to prove that.
Yes, and there's also, you have.
It might be difficult to prove that. You're right, Micheal Jai White. I agree with you that when it comes to somebody that has power, like the late Jeffrey. Who's the guy name? You know what I'm talking about. Jeffrey Epstein. He had power. Bryan Singer got a little bit of power. You think Bill Cosby had, what kind of power he had? To be able to drug and rape Caucasian women in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s? And beyond that, they don't call the police? Come on, Michael. You're smarter than that. And I'm not here to, I don't like talking about race, man. But I'm a man of God. I'm saved now, but I gotta speak the truth, man. What type of power that a melanated man really has? Tell me the power. We can talk about the some other people might have.
To understand that in every disagreement, especially between men and women, they are both going to see that situation differently, right? Hey, they're going to see that situation very differently. I would, for the man, it could be like, listen, I was just attracted to her and I was trying to convince her to have sex with me, and I was trying to talk my way into it, and so forth. The woman was like, I was not into it at all, and he raped me. And it's like, no, I didn't rape you. We had consensual sex. And at what point is it consensual or is it rape? You know what I mean? Like at what point is it rough sex or is it rape? Where is the?
Let's not pretend. Are we going to sit here and pretend that people don't they rape drugs in people's drinks?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's establish that for a second. So we're saying that Cosby, right? Cosby couldn't have possibly done that, even though he mentions Quaaludes and things like. He couldn't have done it.
Yes, we're not saying that Bill Cosby or anybody else can't do anything like that. Nobody's saying nobody can do things like that. You talking about this? Go ahead, man.
He had a joke.
Lord have mercy.
That is
a joke
on record.
Spanish fly.
About the Spanish fly. So to put something in someone's drink, right?
Willing participant.
I always like to look at it like this. I would love it for like, okay, yeah, you hanging out with Cosby, right? Or somebody. So that's not Cosby. Somebody somebody famous. I don't want to say a name because it seems like I'm going after that person. So imagine this person. You hanging with this very famous person, right?
Say their name, Michael. Say all the other names that the powerful. The powerful men. Say their name. I want you to say their name like Tasha K. I want y'all to say their names like Wendy Williams. I want Gayle King to go after all the powerful Caucasian men. I want to see that. Ooh, that'd be such a beautiful thing to see.
And you're having drinks with them. Next thing you know, you wake up, your pants unbuttoned. You leaving this house. You don't know what the hell happened, and then it comes out later that, this dude rapes dudes, right? I mean, what do you do?
Who you talking about, Micheal Jai White? Who you talking about?
In that situation, you go after this very famous person.
You go to the police. You do a rape kit.
Exactly.
You file criminal charges.
You think women would do that?
And let me put it like this. In the court of law in America, if you get a criminal conviction, you automatically win the civil case.
You know how hard it is to do that? When somebody's got that much money?
A rape kit? I don't know. Right. Because, like for example, Tom Mesereau talked about the whole celebrity thing, and he feels there's celebrity injustice. He feels that for a lot of celebrities, the laws are actually harsher. And look, number one, you also can't deny this, right? In the same way, like clout chasing, in the same way that people clout chase, law enforcement does the same thing. Would law enforcement rather bust Micheal Jai White or bust Michael the bus driver?
All of these things are true.
Yes.
You're picking them. We will always find the exceptions to the rule. That's always going to be there. But I want you to think for a second. There is a decision that you're making to go that direction and to think of that as the logic behind it. There is a decision. Whereas if this was your loved one, that is one of those 60 people, you might be thinking different.
But
you might be thinking different.
You might be thinking different, right?
Okay, so
you're gonna take the side.
All I'm saying, because you as a
I get where you're going with this, Michael. You're trying to say if it was one of your loved ones, brother. That's what if. What if you were in more movies? What if you were more like, let's say, You became big as, let's say, you could have been big as Wesley Snipes, but you're not. That's a what if. What if I won a lottery? What if I say let's say I worth $45 million or $100 million, but that's a what if. I mean, that's a what if. I mean, that's just a what if. That don't mean, it's just a what if. I mean, you're just saying that these women did not go to the police. We talking about Caucasian women. And you're talking about Michael Jackson, a man that was cleared by the FBI. And I keep telling people that the FBI, they came out and they cleared him. They didn't find anything, man. So you just gonna dismiss that? You're gonna just dismiss the law? Brother Micheal Jai White, my condolences go out to you, man, because I know your son had passed away from COVID-19, and I'm gonna pray for you, brother. But it ain't that serious, man, to continue to defend women that continue to falsely accuse men for something they didn't do. There are real victims out there, yes, and we must protect women. Now, my understanding, I don't know anything too much about no Polite, brother, whatever they call him, brother Polite. I don't even know too much about this man. That he was charged for something. Go after the real men. Go after Charlemagne, Micheal Jai White. Why don't you talk about Charlemagne? Why don't you go after people that has been accused and actually done things? Let's talk about the real people that's really hurting our community, or hurting people in general in the world. Let's have a real dialogue, brothers, on our platform, and talk about the real men that's out there hurting women and children. Wasn't Michael Jackson. It ain't Bill Cosby. They made mistakes like anybody else, but come on, man. Go out there and drugging women and messing with little boys. That stuff was all lies. Just like they doing to R. Kelly. Y'all can sit there and believe what you want to believe, but I'm telling y'all what it is. See, the media gonna report what they want. They're gonna make R. Kelly like a monster. They made Michael Jackson look like what he was. They made Dr. Cosby look like what it was. It wasn't what it was, y'all. Some of y'all that's supporting R. Kelly now believe that he married Leah. But the whole case is falling apart from the government. It's falling apart. They first witnessed Rhonda Pace. They ain't gonna report what the defense is doing to them right now. They ain't gonna put that on the news. All they're gonna show you is what the government is doing. Paint him as being a predator, R. Kelly. They ain't gonna tell you about some of these parents lied and how their daughters go in there and lie about their age. You might not like what somebody do morally in their life, but you can't sit there and say who you're not. You can't condemn anybody. You're not God, man. Micheal Jai White, you ain't no God, man. I'm not God. I might not like somebody's lifestyle. I might disagree with somebody's lifestyle. What I can do is say, you know what, brother, okay, you don't want to do it, I pray for you. But you're not God, Micheal Jai White. Who are you to condemn anybody, brother? Michael Jackson is dead. They made a documentary, and your buddy, the woman that you protected, you was her bodyguard. That's what you said, Oprah Winfrey. And that's the reason why you're so defensive, because you was defending her. You was her bodyguard. When somebody's wrong, you call them out. I don't care who it is, man. Give your life to El Shaddai, Micheal Jai White, along with everybody else. You cannot serve two gods, brother Micheal Jai White. Can't respond to everything either. You can't worry about you the two men you were talking about, Micheal Jai White, they both happen to be black men. Happened to be two black men that became the face. Harvey Weinstein, okay. It looked like to me Harvey Weinstein might be getting out, man. It was an appeal in L.A. That's what I heard, allegedly. You, brother, Micheal Jai White, you should know better than that. As being a man with melanin in your skin. You think because you saying these things that you cannot be somebody they can accuse of something? I'm not here to talk about all that, man, but they can accuse anybody. It don't matter what you look like. A woman can accuse you. You haven't done anything. Look what they try to do to Denzel Washington. The journalist, Katie Couric. Look what she tried to do to him. You had a baby, man, at, 15 years old with a woman that was older than you. Woman that was in, her 20s? Mid-20s, you said? That was statutory rape, wasn't it? Didn't you say that? Come on, brother. You better than that, man. You're smarter than that. You are a martial artist expert. You're going by the course of public opinion. And you're not going by doing your own investigation. That's what Vlad did at first. But once you sit down and really read these indictments from the Dr. Cosby case and Michael Jackson case and even Mr. Kelly, Robert Sylvester Kelly. Because you didn't really talk about that, and I'm glad you didn't. You didn't really talk about no chaos. Come on, man. Come on, brother. Stop it, man. You should be bigger. I mean, the last big movie you was in was The Dark Knight with the late Heath Ledger and who else? It was the Batman movie. I mean, brother, you should be bigger than what you are. Why you ain't talking about why in the movies that you ain't in? Why you not as big as you should be? Like big, man. Like the status of West bigger than what? Because your martial artist, you're an amazing martial artist, man. You're an amazing martial artist. I'm not taking that away from you. You a great martial artist. You should be just as big as anybody else. You should be just as big as a Jackie Chan or Jet Li, because you're really good at what you do. That should be a question you should be asking. Why you not that big, man? That's all I got to say, man. I'm out of here, man. If you believe everything the media tells you, then you're nothing but a brainwashed slave. So free yourself, free your mind, and free your soul, and give it to the Lord Jesus Christ. And if you do that, I guarantee you that everything's going to be all right. With that being said, love is God, and God is love. I love you, but Jesus loves you more, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.